One of the things I've been doing is I've been doing inspections, and I've been recording those inspections as I do them, and I'm putting them under playlists. So you can go through on my YouTube channel and go through the playlists, and you can track the progress of a hive from when it started to today. And I've just started doing this about a month ago or 5 weeks ago, so there aren't a ton of videos, and I haven't edited everything yet, but I thought it'd be interesting to do that. And I don't know how much I'm going to continue to do it in the future, but I thought it'd be interesting to kind of track the progress of several hives as they go through the year, to kind of see what I do and then how that impacts the progress of the hive. A lot of times I see videos on YouTube and you kind of wonder, well, what happened after that? How did that impact the colony in the future? And I thought it'd be interesting, and I don't see other people doing this that much, so I thought it'd be an interesting take if I do these weekly updates. And I know some of them may not be that interesting when you look at them individually, because it's, you know, sometimes I don't necessarily have much to do in the hive, so it's not as interesting as some of the other videos. But I think if you watch them as a series over time, they will provide more benefit. At this point, I don't know what benefit they provide, but I encourage you to subscribe to my channel and to watch these hives as I'm doing updates on them throughout the year and into next year. It'd be nice to kind of see like how the hive progressed from this year into the next year, into the next fall, and see what kind of impact they have, what I'm doing has on the honey flow and for overwintering and that kind of thing. So without further ado, I'm going to take a look at this hive. This one's kind of my problem hive. This is hive number 5, and this inner covers really stick. This is hive number 5. It's been kind of languishing. I've had it since, actually, hive number 4. This is hive number 4. It's been kind of languishing. I've had it since June 15th. Had to replace the queen a couple times. I see in the top super, I still have some sugar water in here, but I just have 2 frames drawn out. I'm gonna take some of these frames out, and I don't even know if last week if they swarmed. I came in here and I found queen cells, which was very surprising to me because they have plenty of space, but they're still making queen cells. So I don't know what's going on, but I have some drawn frames that are empty. I'm going to stick them in here and hopefully give them a boost that way. They'll have some drawn frames to work from. I should actually save these for the brood area. Yeah, well, we'll see what I do with these. I'm going to take this super off and look in the super below and see if I can stick some of these frames down there, get the queen to lay. These guys really don't like drawing out frames, and they're really prone to swarming quickly. I can see they're pretty well packed out up in here, although down on this end, this frame doesn't look like there's any activity going on with it. And I'm guessing it's not drawn out. Could be wrong. Yeah, I don't think it's drawn out. Guys are so lazy. It's not drawn out. So, as I said, if you take a look at my last week's video, I had an issue with these guys trying to swarm. Ricky, guys are playing tricks on me. Can't tell if there's eggs. There's definitely young larvae in here, but I'm gonna say no eggs. There's a frame of cap brood. At least they're filling out the bottom super. I don't think they swarmed, because this is about how they were when they had the queen cells in there. And It didn't look like the population went down much at all. They're starting to draw this out a little more on this side. I don't see any eggs in this one. I think I'll move this one down, put one of the drawn frames in the bottom. Put this comb in the bottom. It has a lot of pollen, and yeah, this one has a lot of pollen, so that should hopefully give them a little bit of a boost. And it's a freshly drawn comb. The queen can just come right in there, start laying. You don't have to draw out the frame. Part of the reason is the queen's kind of honey bound because they've only drawn out a few frames and they don't want to really draw out any more. And because of that, the queen's getting honey bound. She doesn't really have anywhere to put eggs. This is a nice frame of cat brood. Cat brood, some eggs, but everything is so scattered. Like there's eggs and larvae and cat brood. This is a bunch of pollen. They're just, I think her laying pattern is very scattered, but it may just be because she has nowhere to lay. She probably lays any opportunity she gets, but these bees don't draw out comb for her, so she doesn't have anywhere to put additional eggs. Yep, cat brood over there. I'm going to take another one of these drawn frames, stick it down in here. I mean, the population is starting to look like it has more vigor to it. It's just been languishing so much that I've been kind of skeptical about it. It's good to see that they kept the queen, though. I don't think they killed the queen. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like they swarmed, because I didn't replace the queen. I left them with I didn't do anything last time I found the queen cells. I didn't even look for the queen, but this, again, it's all kinds of ages of brood, all scattered in there, just kind of haphazard. Oh, and there's darn queen cells. Look at that. Queen cells again. And they're at the bottom. So, I mean, it's like I have to do a split on these guys. And unfortunately, this one is capped, so who the heck knows what's going on there. I have a feeling they are going to swarm if I don't split them, but I don't want to split them because they're so small. They're not big enough to swarm. And they don't seem to be supersedure cells. I think it would kind of make sense if they were supersedure cells, because the queen is has this bizarre laying pattern that, like I said, could be explained by not having a lack of space. Bunch of honey here, honey there. So she hardly has anywhere to lay. So, I mean, it could just be a matter of being honey bound. So I hope these additional drawn combs that I'm giving them will be encouraging to them. This way, she should be able to come in there and just start laying right away. Nice drawn comb. It's had brood in it before. No reason why she can't just come in there and start laying. They're probably all perfectly clean too. Probably readily apparent that I'm kind of frustrated with these bees. It's like this genetics in these bees. They're just dead set on swarming, even when their population is very small. Like they weren't even completely filled out in that medium super. I did give them space. They had space. Now it's for weeks, and they just don't really do much with it. These two top frames, I think I think I gave a top frame from another hive just to let him have a drawn comb in the top. I'll have to go back and check, but I think that's what I may have done. But at this point, now they have 3 additional drawn frames. So the queen can lay through those. Hopefully she does. And hopefully we can get some progress on this hive. I have nuke hives down there that are a lot younger and they progressed a lot quicker. These guys are just continually languishing.